Okay, I'm Matthew. I'm here today to review the Sanremo Zoe, a very pretty looking coffee machine, very modern design. The design is actually based on the chassis of the coffee machine, so it sort of follows essentially the rig inside the coffee machine. That's the support structure for the chassis. It also looks very similar to the Roma, which is the top machine in their range. So a lot of this machine is basically the way it looks, really, and that is important because obviously you've got a pretty coffee machine. It stands out more. You'll sell more coffee. You can also have it colour coded, so it comes with a white background, a black background, various different colour panels. You've got this one obviously in purple. If you want all of the options, please do give us a call and we can go through that with you. They have got quite an extensive range of colours that you can get the machine in. It has automatic water dosing, which is great because it means if you've got a set size of pot or a set size of cup that you're filling all the time, you can just literally, we can set that up for you, so you basically press the button and it fills it the same amount each time. Very important on your Americano. If you're allowing for different amounts of water within your drink, then the big issue there obviously is you're going to end up with different strengths of Americano. So that will basically allow you to do that, and it's run from the flow meter. So the other things that I like about this machine are the rotary turn steam arms. Now they are reduced turn, so they only require a quarter of a turn on and a quarter of a turn off, so it's not like you're going to be turning them multiple times. But this design is really good if you're actually using it. And one of the big problems you have is when you're training people is that they get very worried about foaming milk, so they sort of stand at arm's length, then they put one hand on here because they're sort of worried that it's going to sort of burn them, and they've not got control of this jug really. So what this does is it essentially, because they know that they just literally have to lift the hand and roll it down or roll it up, gives them a lot of confidence, so they get closer, they use two hands, they get more control, and they're foaming the milk better. Foaming the milk, obviously 70% of your drinks, nearly 80% of your drinks will be cappuccino and latte, so you want to be foaming the milk properly because it's affecting the majority of your drinks. Okay, so you've got two steam arms on the machine obviously. They're on a ball joint so they can move to any part that you want in terms of foaming the milk. You've got ergonomically designed group handles to stop repetitive strain injury, so they're slightly sloped downwards. A lot of the component quality that's on the Roma is on the Zoe, so you know that the component quality is very, very high because the Roma basically was the top model until the Opera overtook it this year, that Sanremo do. So other little things that the Zoe's got is obviously you've got separate membrane buttons on here on the top, rubber ones, so if you get a bit of wear on one of them they can be replaced individually. You've also got essentially on the compact version of the Zoe, it corrects itself for temperature problems. Normally on a compact version, boiler shrinks, so obviously any water that you take out of the machine, hot water for tea or hot water for Americano, is going to mean that cold water comes into the machine. That cold water then causes the temperature to drop dramatically. The thermostat trips and basically everything will start. Sorry, that's incorrect. The thermostat doesn't trip. It's the pressure that basically tells the machine that it's gone down in pressure, and so it turns the element on. So the element will basically kick in. It will get up to pressure, and then basically the pressure stat will go off and tell it to turn off. The problem is there's a bit of a delay there, and obviously that's quite aggressive on on a smaller machine because the boiler heats up a lot faster. So what happens is it will overshoot on the temperature of the coffee, and then what will happen is you'll end up with coffee burning. What it does on the Zoe is it basically induces cold water into the feed to correct for that as that happens. So the Zoe has much better performance than your standard compact machine. And that's it really. If you've got any other questions, it has the standard Sanremo auto cleaning on it as well, so you can also back flush, which is really good because it means your back flushing is going to be done properly. But if you've got any more in-depth questions, please do give us a call and we'll be only too happy to help. Thank you very much for listening.